Hey everyone, it's Andrew here from Media World. This is a video response / review to ldeanjr2's 100 sub contest. Now, of course, he's recently reached 100 subs, which is absolutely fantastic. Congratulations, mate. Well deserved. Of course, you went into my contest, so I'm going to enter into yours. It's only fair. So, he's giving away some really fantastic prizes. Some of the steelbooks and a mystery box, which it's quite intriguing. I think that seems really appealing to me. I'm curious what's in that mystery box. So yeah, he does some really fantastic videos. He does steelbooks. I really enjoyed his entry to my competition. So it's only fair to enter into his and support his channel. He has asked do a review on one of your favourite movies. And I found that quite challenging, to be honest. It took me a little while to figure out, all the movies I have in my collection, I really love and own. I mean, some are underrated, some, obviously, massively known, everyone knows them kind of thing. Some are independent. There's so many different genres and different movies I like for different reasons. So I was struggling to find a movie which I can do a short review on and kind of express. I've not long watched the film, and I figured I'll go and do a review on that. It is one of my favourite movies, and after watching it again after a year, wow, it's brought back so many memories, so many different emotions, and I love it when a film does that. And the film is K-Pax with Kevin Spacey and Jeff Bridges. Fantastic, really is fantastic. Like I said, I'd not just too long watched this movie, and yet again, I had all the emotions, all the same kind of feelings that I had the very first time I watched it. And not many movies can do that to you. I'll give you a quick synopsis, being this short review. It's basically a sci-fi type drama. This character called, I think, what's his name? Prog, who plays Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey there. It says that he's from a planet called K-Pax. He's an alien, and he's come down to our Earth just to explore, just to see, our cultures, and just to see how we live a life. And Jeff Bridges is a psychologist, and he thinks he's nuts. Well, he doesn't think he's nuts. Everyone thinks he's nuts, kind of thing, at the start of the movie, and he's kind of there just to talk to him. He's a bit sarcastic, a little bit, and a bit naive. He thinks he's naive, kind of thing, and he's trying to figure out, who is this person, and why is he believing who he is. And Kevin Spacey, he's very convincing as a person. He just gives us so much information, so much detail, which becomes fascinating. And that's, I think, this movie is really fantastic. It plays upon, is this person alien, or is he just a crazy person, kind of, in a sense. It's that kind of simple, and it's just done really, really well, especially as a sci-fi type drama. You just find out so much information, so much depth into these characters. Kevin Spacey is absolutely fantastic, and so is Jeff Bridges. They kind of bounce off each other beautifully. Whoever did the script and the whole story all around is amazing. Well done, whoever did that. The dialogue Kevin Spacey was saying was so interesting, so fascinating. It's wow. Wow, that's amazing. It's yes, that's what an alien would come down to do. That's what an alien would say and react. And he's not stupid or anything along those lines. He is the character. Fairly intelligent. He's a nice person. He's just deserving. He's just no violence, nothing along those lines. He's just a nice alien that's making a field report. He's just cataloguing things, and it's just generally fascinating, and just the dialogue that he says is quite interesting. Whoever script writed there and did the dialogue for him is very impressive. You've done something very clever. Whoever out there did that. Jeff Bridges is fantastic. Also, he's not a bad guy in a sense. He's just wants to get to the bottom of things, and he's starts to get a little convinced. He starts to believe in certain things, but he's not fully convinced. He believes that there is a person behind that kind of thing, and really fantastic. What this movie does so well is does so many different emotions. For the directing work is absolutely fantastic. The shots, especially when he's in the taxi with Jeff Bridges, just the angles and the lights and the New York, and it just shows him like he's just observing and looking at people and going through their daily lives, and it's wow, fantastic kind of angle, fantastic camera work, and it makes you think for a second, how fast time goes, and it brings a lot of emotions, a lot of questions into your heart, and it really is fantastic. What else can I say? As a sci-fi-ish, it's generally quite interesting. For a drama, I was really engaged, really interested, and really fascinated by his character. And it's just the movie. It's one of those feel-good movies. You know, it's just done really, really well. I don't have many dramas in my collection, but once a drama does something different, something interesting, like The Shawshank Redemption, The Green Mile, you know, just a couple of examples of really fantastic dramas that have something a little bit more about it, you know, as a little bit of a twist. This is a bit of a sci-fi twist, and yeah, it's just done really, really well. There's so many different emotions. I thought the last, like, well, to be honest, the entire movie itself is amazing, but there are so many key moments which just like made my heart burn, give me goosebumps in some scenes. I don't want to give too much spoilers in case you're thinking of watching it, or someone else might think of watching it, maybe if you haven't seen it. It's a seriously underrated movie, which not a lot of people talk about, which I think people should, to be honest. It is a really fantastic movie, and I love the ending. There's so many different moments, so many different scenes, which I find just fascinating. I love it when he's like trying to prove that the geologist, like, he's come from this planet, K-Pax, and he gives him like a solar system and stuff, and like he's like, Jeff Bridges is like, what just happened in there? Was that real? Or what? And it's like, you know, are you telling the truth, or are you just putting us on? I like that, you know, so many different answers, so many different questions. The ending kind of leaves it a bit of a climax, but I think if you follow the story along the lines, it's a 2-hour movie, and if you're paying attention for the entire movie, I think it's fairly obvious what happened, you know. But it kind of lets you believe in certain things. But to be honest, I think we all know. I'm not going to say what it is in case you're watching it, but I think we all know what the ending is and what it says. And you know, it's meant to be a wake-up call also, and like to say, yeah, because there's some really great dialogue scenes where Kevin Spacey's saying he doesn't have families on his planet, and you know, he's like saying, you know, you should spend more time with your family, you know, invite your son, which you don't speak to anymore, bring him over for Christmas, you know. And I really like that. It's like, wow, and Jeff Bridges is like, it makes him think, and like, yeah, you're right, you know. I really like that. I really appreciate that. Acting work fantastic, directing work amazing. Considering I thought the direction work was really fantastic in this, and yet the director has done some really shit movies like Inkheart after that, and it's like, what happened? You know, I think this is one of his best, you know, direction work you're gonna get. Don't look at all his movies. I think they're terrible myself, but this one was really a true gem. I think true gem, 90s gem, done really, really well. You know, I seriously recommend you go and watch it, or my subscribers, if you're watching, definitely go and check it out. You can have a blast. It's a 2-hour movie, and it doesn't feel like a 2-hour movie itself. It gives it a nice pace. You know, it's so interesting, so engaging, and it's gonna go fly by. And there's some really good kind of like little twists in it, which kind of add to the movie, and they're just so many different elements which I really like, and so many build-ups and exciting moments, which are like, wow. It's just amazing. There's no many movies that can do that from me, and true dramas like that can do that. So yeah, this is one of my favourite movies that are in my collection. I could have gone with obvious movies, or could have gone with something else, but this is just a movie that I just watched recently, and it's brought back so many memories and so many emotions for me, which I'm just going to have to say it is one of my favourite movies, and it's been in my collection for a while now, so I'm really happy to have it. Yeah, definitely going to check it out. So yeah, that's been my video response / review. I hope, you know, you go and check this movie out if you haven't already. It's really fantastic, and I hope this video wasn't too long for you. For regular subscribers, as always, I'm going to put a link in the description below. Go and check out his channel. Really nice guy, really great videos. Enter his competition himself. It's just gonna be on for a while. I think it's got like another week yet, so plenty of time. And yeah, go and check out a fantastic movie. I don't think this movie's gonna be for everyone. I don't think it is a sci-fi drama. If you're not a fan of dramas, then I don't know. I'm not sure what you're going to say. But if you like something interesting, something a bit more sci-fi, if that's your genre a little bit, then check it out. It is a well-done movie, and it's Kevin Spacey and Jeff Bridges. Just go and watch the movie based upon those two actors alone. Seriously. Yeah, it's been ldeanjr2 from Media with Fun Game TV. Signing out.